Yo, fight fam, what it do? Back at it again with another of these pre-fight warm-ups. It's gonna be Beterbiev, Archer Beterbiev versus Callum Smith tomorrow. Should be a cool event. Undercard really ain't shit, but we're gonna rock with it anyway. I'll be live tomorrow as well. During these pre-fight warm-ups, I like to play the film studies we make, break it down even more. Shout out to everybody on Patreon that they've been able to see it for a couple weeks now. Uh, Patreon is the best place to access all the content. But what's good? What's good? See, Al Money was in here early. So was Lindsay was hiding. I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes, then we'll go on with the show. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. If you're in the building, say what's up. Boxing Dad. What's going on, Tony? That's weird. SSP was happening, bro. What's good? What's good? Say what's up as you come in. Copy that kid. What's good? Mr. Aloha, my guy, what's good? What you found? Tregs, what up, bro? Anybody want to chop it up with your boy? Links already in the description. But you know what it is with these. Like I said, I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes. Make sure people got time to come in. Kyle, what's good with you, bro? How's that weird, Dad? Bro? What is you talking about? I am not the pappy. That's why it's weird. Tyrone, what up, bro? What's everybody's thoughts on the fight tomorrow? Everybody got Beterbiev by killing or what? Tony, you on drugs today, I see. Drugs are bad, man. There's a lot of programs out there for you. You'll be all right. Soaking in this fight knowledge. I hear you, bro. Jose was good. He said, "What's good? My brother just got back from Cuba, Beterbiev by KO." Right, right. I get into it after I play the film study. But I mean, ain't no surprise. Shit, that's obviously the popular opinion, and ain't no surprise about my pick. That's the likely outcome, but we're gonna see the rest. I think Saul might get the upset. Saul, who that? You talking on the undercard? Shit, let me pull up the card. I know the undercard trash. That's for sure. Uh, Aunt Mugger was good with you, bro. Buddy McGirt said, yeah, I was gonna get into that. I don't know, bro. I mean, I hope he's full of shit. Would it actually be a big upset if Smith wins? Hell yeah, well. What's good, shot guy? Nicholas, appreciate the super chat. If Canelo whooped him, what you think Beterbiev do? Styles make fights, bro. Beterbiev and Canelo got a different skill set. I mean, they both come forward, that's for sure. But it's just not. It ain't straightforward like that. Jazz was happening. Jazz. I hope that's how you say it. Great vid. Do you think Beterbiev's way of closing distance isn't that great? No head movement and mostly a leaping jab. Yeah, obviously, for sure. You're about to see the rest of the vid. Nah, his way of closing distance is risky, but I'll get into it when I start playing it. We got about 4 minutes left. Saul Sanchez. Oh, against Maloney. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I ain't did no film study on him. Dan Aziz was training with McGirt, and Dan Aziz was main sparring partner for Beterbiev, so I imagine he told Buddy a lot of info. Uh, I mean, better to watch it on film, though, for sure. Remember, the ring doesn't lie. Like I always say, I think Archer wins. Yeah, film don't lie either. Yeah, that's Saul Sanchez. But yeah, I got you. Nicholas, appreciate the super chat. And Beterbiev's style is much better than Canelo's. I mean, that's subjective. What's better? What's worse? But I mean, you know, you could have that opinion. I mean, to each his own. BL closes distance many ways. He's clever. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's mostly with a level change or a leaping jab. What you got this fight, Jim? 60-40? Oh, hell no. Nah. Well, I'll discuss it after I play it. We got about 3 minutes. Turbia via brutal stoppage tomorrow. I hear you. Better for this fighter. Okay. Yeah. Perhaps. Is Smith discouraged by power plus pressure? If so, could that explain why he pulled a Charlo against Canelo? He didn't exactly pull a Charlo, but I mean, Smith's main problem. You know what, man? Let me just play this shit because we getting into stuff that I actually explained or I actually went over in the video. Yeah, it's only a minute and a half left anyway. All right, let's get it. Fight fam, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification. Class in session. Archer Beterbiev versus Callum Smith, first Boxing Gems film study of 2024. Let's get into it. Archer displayed a clear tendency in the Anthony Yard fight. To initiate offense, he started throwing stab jabs with level changes. He would also turn the stab jab into a level change feint to step in range and throw power. He would vary from bobbing towards his lead leg or back leg depending on what hand he chose to initiate with, making guessing was coming more difficult. On the lead leg, he would vary an up jab with the lead hand hook. On the back leg, it was typically an overhand. You know, what I didn't put in here is they'll also switch up the order of that. Like sometimes it'll be on the lead leg and still throw the overhand, or sometimes they'll level change over the back leg and obviously come up with the power jab. So it's real tricky how he does that, how he switches the attack up, but it's the same level change, and then usually when he has to close distance, it's a shuffle forward. shuffle, 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 pendulum step, shuffle, didn't have to close, shuffle, 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 shuffle. If he decides to deploy the same tactic versus Callum Smith, this might be the single most important factor. Callum had some issues with the same tactic versus John Ryder. Smith's reactions to the level changes were important, although Ryder is a southpaw and Archer fights from the orthodox stance. His reaction was almost always no reaction, which take away his nearly 5-inch height and reach advantage and would allow for all of Archer's variations off the level change. It's pretty straightforward. If he moves his feet, he tended to move out in straight lines and end up on the ropes. The non-reaction and the inability to get off the line of attack both saw Smith getting hit and losing exchanges. Not a good sign coming up against a champion power puncher with a 100% knockout ratio who utilizes the exact same tactics. Real quick, he feints and probes a lot with pressure, forces them where he wants them. He's patient when he needs be, just can rush sometimes. So that was a lot of times I just showed, and I didn't show them all. That was a lot of times in one fight that he did the same exact thing over and over again, and I didn't show it all. So, bro, we're just talking about tendencies. We're just talking about tendencies. Now, a feint, a probe, that shit don't really matter if you're always gonna level change and then shuffle afterwards. It doesn't matter what you do because you're still gonna be vulnerable doing that. So, all right, let me keep going and I'll explain further. However, if Team Smith thinks film study is as important as I do, the tactic was easily recognized and could be accounted for. The level change then attack has as many cons as it has pros, as the level change can also be Callum's tail that Arthur wants to attack. When Archer changes levels, Callum could be pre-warned to disengage or defend and counter. He could even attack or control the level change and possibly surprise Archer catching him before he starts. If it's a disengagement, given the distance off the level change, Archer tends to forward step shuffle with the jab, which is what I call falling in. At the extension of the jab and mid shuffle, Archer is falling forward towards his opponents with his feet off the ground, which leaves him extremely vulnerable should a well-timed punch anticipate the maneuver. For example, Callum has developed a powerful left hook that could be utilized in a scenario as at times Arthur tends to not hold the phone when he intends to throw the backhand after falling in. Or the reverse shuffle backhand that Castillo fell victim to after he attempted to change levels and come forward. All right, but so the reason that shit don't matter is the feints and the probes. So if in film study, if I'm doing strategy for Callum Smith in film study, I see that you you constantly change levels and then come forward with different types of attacks. I'm not gonna risk fooling around with that sequence. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell my fighter every time you see that man change levels, take a half step back or a full step back, or take a step to the side or a full step to either side. It's gonna be get out the line of attack or be prepared to counterpunch. Period. So it doesn't matter if he feints, he probes, if he still initiates doing the same thing over and over again, bro, I'm gonna have something for it. But that's when film study is important. That's when the guy, that watches film comes up with good strategy is important. It don't matter what you do. If I'm controlling distance from the outside, ain't no way that I'm gonna watch you change levels and I'm gonna freeze like Callum Smith's been doing. So, I mean, yeah, that's why I don't make a difference with the feints and the probes if he's gonna still change levels to come inside. So it doesn't even matter if it's a level change feint. Fuck it, take a half step back, take a step back. Anyway, if Team Smith doesn't account for the likely level changes and pre-slips, it's he wanted to change distance much. He just slowly presses, and Smith punches short for his height. That's true. He punches short for his height, but I don't know. I don't understand what you mean by he slowly presses. I just showed you damn near 100 times where he's shuffled in. Anyway, Gems, would you rather somebody shuffle on the front foot or the back foot like Canelo? Shuffling like this seems more like a head-on collision, with the punch is more likely. So Canelo's doing the same thing. He's just doing it in basic slow motion. So what Canelo's doing is back step first, which is the same movement as a shuffle, just slowed down. Um, Canelo's more careful with it, and you're right. This would create a head-on collision because he's coming off his feet. Canelo's not coming off both his feet. It makes sense till you get hit, bro. You sound like a casual. Everybody gets hit in boxing, bro. We've seen millions of game plans getting pulled off after somebody gets hit because everybody gets hit. If Team Smith doesn't account for the likely level changes and pre-slips, it's likely that Smith repeats his same patterns and ends up in an active high guard or backing out in straight lines and ending up on the ropes. Jake, what up, bro? With advantageous ring positioning, with opponents against the ropes, Archer is highly skilled as he tends to throw smart combinations with probes and feints to open up, then operate on targets that the guard has abandoned. Training news, yes, I do. Strongest pound for pound for sure. Yeah, Callum don't want to end up on the ropes against Beterbiev. They better have a game plan other than high guarding against the ropes. Because if that's it, bro, it's gonna be. If easy. Distance is closed in general and the fight becomes a mid-range to inside fight, Callum will be battling one of the strongest, if not the strongest, pound for pound fighter in boxing. Archer doesn't need to load punches from the ground. Arm punches and the rotational punches alone have been enough to knock out opponents. He's also very familiar with extremely physical controls that transition easily from offense to defense. Hold on, man. Listen, bro. This not a cartoon, bro. This real life. We've seen plenty of people get hit by Beterbiev and still do things. I mean, he don't have a bunch of first round one punch knockouts, bro. Yeah, he still try to deliver some type of game plan. We seen Beterbiev drop twice. These equal positioning exchanges or 50-50s are probably closer to 80-20s in Archer's favor. That's hilarious, Benji. We already talked about it. By the way, as you can see, the shit is not just brute force, man. Beterbiev definitely has a nice ass inside game. We already saw the probes and how he throws smart combinations to set up different shots in the combination like that shit. The boy is nice, man. And now I'm just showing controls of him flipping the script, getting out the corner, and then abusing Anthony Yard. Yeah, Daniel, he's not gonna bully Beterbiev, bro. That shit ain't gonna end well for him. Like even if age got to him, if Father Time is winning, strength, power, that shit is the last to go. But I comment on that. Callum Smith is an underdog for a good reason. Callum hasn't done well to control distance in his past fights. Smaller statured men have routinely been able to get in their desired range. I didn't even display Callum's tendency to close the distance with combinations and straight lines versus Archer's ability to use the same pre-slips and level change to counter, because in this case, this is a naturally bigger and most likely much stronger man he's facing in his third fight, moving up from super middleweight to light heavyweight. That game plan for Callum doesn't seem likely to work. Those two other light heavyweights were fringe contenders, so this is a massive step up facing a three-belt champion in Artur Beterbiev. But as I said, with proper film study and preparation, Team Smith may have a chance to land something significant. The most likely outcome, in my opinion, is Beterbiev by knockout. The X factor is game planning through film study. Hedging that bet will be putting a lot of faith in Team Smith, or faith that Father Time is caught up to the 38-year-old Beterbiev. But remember, power is the last thing to go. Peace. Right. So, and that was it. Uh, he ain't no anime character. That's a fact. Watch Proven for Violence. Yeah, that was the first video I made for Beterbiev. That shit was, it'll show you everything. Buddy is smart guy, but not sure that strategy is so smart. Yeah, me either. Beterbiev in 8. It's gonna be tough to pick rounds in this one, bro. But good luck. Smith's gonna turn southpaw and use the jab. Smith is so inactive too. Been a little over a year since. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Archer get him in 11. What's good, Immortal? Maybe you already talked about this, but I arrived late. Still, do you think Callum's jab should be used and abused by Smith during the fight in order to last longer and find a way to get to him? So there's no precedence on Callum Smith being able to control distance from the outside using a jab. So I mean, again, he's Ryder was a southpaw, Canelo's orthodox. Both of them had no problems getting on the inside with Callum Smith. Body shot. What up, bro?
What's good?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
I didn't get the
Corn.
notification there. I just missed the whole film study.
Oh, word.
It's
I
all
mean,
good.
of course you saw it already, but
I did watch it, but it's all good.
yeah. So everybody that wants this shit early, bro, join the Patreon, man. It's
Corner stuff.
$3. It's $3 a month. Oh, shit. How many? Damn. How much material is on there now? Damn. Like it's got to be over 300 different posts. Easy. Dorian, what up, bro? I see you. Let's see. Smith is unable to use his anthropometry. What the fuck?
What? This what?
Okay, buddy. Smith via rear naked choke round 7. Facts. His best chance is to go for it. It's an uphill battle. That's man. I don't think that's his best chance. His best chance to catch Arthur coming in or coming or leaping in with something vicious. Top class stuff as always, BG. Appreciate you. Beterbiev taking a little time off, and because of the caliber of opponent, I'm going Beterbiev decision. The caliber of opponent, Beterbiev decision. So I think that's possible, but Callum Smith will really have to try to survive. He'll have to play a survivor's role. Um, I don't see Callum Smith by decision being remotely possible. If Callum Smith wins, it's going to be by a knockout. It's going to be by
Mm-hmm.
something surprising, because Beterbiev, I mean, unless you hurt him and get him out of there, he ain't going to stop coming at you. So winning rounds like that, unless you're a super slick boxer and you really know how to control distance and you really know how to, um, like counter punch with the best of them, you ain't doing that. Like you're not gonna survive with Beterbiev. So again, Callum Smith by decision, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's possible. But Callum Smith by knockout is, I think it's somewhat possible if they take advantage of Beterbiev's mistakes and tendencies. But most likely scenario is Beterbiev by knockout. But I could also see, I mean, Beterbiev by decision if Callum Smith plays Survivor. Thank you for the reply for sure. Late getting here. Yep, I got both. Yard got more power and still fell victim. Yeah, I probably would say Yard has more power, and he's the better counterpuncher. Um, and he's better at controlling distance. Appreciate that, SI Live. Mr. Aloha, appreciate you, bro. Unless Smithy is capable of boxing the monster in center ring, he'll certainly lose on the ropes. I agree. All love got here late. I see you.
So I'm not the only one, huh?
Nah, I haven't decided to save yet. You want me to play it again? Shit, I don't care. We got plenty of time. It's only been 30 minutes.
That's up to you. I already saw it, but
Resistance recovery. Appreciate the super chat. Best analysis on the web. But Turbia been 5. Much love to you, bro. Appreciate that.
what's the under over on this? Round
Let me
nine?
check. Let me check.
I think
I
it's
can
round
pull
nine,
up.
right?
Hold on. Let me just pull up the site. The site I rock with, at least. Give me a second. It's 8.5.
Okay. What would you are you betting on the over or the under?
Uh, Honestly, I haven't decided how I'm gonna bet on this.
Well, not necessarily betting, but what do you think is going to happen? Like, 'cause I don't know.
Bro, look, like I said earlier, man, betting rounds in this and deciding what round shit's gonna happen. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Because I don't really care how tough somebody is. Like, I see a comment here that said Canelo beat him up, so I got better beat him by KO. I'm trying not to think like that. Like, just because Canelo did this, better be if he's going to do this. Um, it's hard. I mean, he has those tendencies. He goes up to the ropes. Um, I think it's not going to be hard for Beterbiev to cut off the ring, get him to the ropes, and just work his body, maybe like
I
liver
I
shot.
agree. I agree. If it's the
That's just how I
same
see it.
Callum Smith, for sure. If they don't have something planned to keep him off the ropes,
And
shit.
I know how Buddy McGirt is, man. He's stubborn. I remember. I just think about that fight with Max Dadashev versus Matias, and he kept telling him, "Get inside, go to the body." He was like basically telling him to stop moving, go to the body. You need to go to the body. I'm like, you're gonna get this guy fucking yeah. We know how that went, but
Yeah, for sure.
that's
Mike,
Buddy's.
what up, bro? Oh damn, you in and out. All right, and
There you go.
again,
That's kind of
yeah,
Buddy's
it's I
style,
don't know
though.
what's going on. Hold on, Mike. You might as well just go out, come back in.
Yeah, reset your
Yeah,
device.
yeah. I'll put another link in the chat. All right. Yeah, give it up, bro. I put another link in the chat, fam. Just yeah, when you got it straightened out, just try to come back in.
But yeah, Callum Smith, I don't know. I don't know if he has anything outside of a puncher's chance. And then if we're putting faith in his trainer, I don't have faith in Buddy McGirt of all people. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. I hear you. There you go. Let's see, Mike. What up? I say, Mike. What
I'm gonna,
up?
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna step out.
All right, Mike. Anytime you wanna. All right, it ain't working for you, bro. Anyway, Rudy G, what's good? Best box channel. I appreciate you, fam. Do you think Smith just tried to survive against Canelo? To a degree. To a degree. I got Beterbiev 4 through 6. I think it'll be brutal, and I think it'll be quick. Could be, man. Don't Smith excel in short range exchange, and Beterbiev is hittable there? Yeah, but so does Beterbiev, bro. I mean, it's where Beterbiev excels as well, and Beterbiev, again, I mean, it's a one punch knockout power dude that doesn't have to load his shots. You know what I'm saying? What I showed with Smith, matter of fact, I'll go back in the film study. Let's see. My bad. I showed with Smith. Turn off the volume. Let's see how he throws his hook. So even on the counter hook, bruh, he's leaning towards his lead leg before he throws this hook. And this is how he wobbles my man. So it was nice. It was nice, but Terrier, shit, it's just the rotation. And that time it was completely loaded. But Terrier is just about the rotation of the hips and gets that shit. Boxing Wave says Smith lack of activity could be an effect on Smith's performance, especially against a power puncher like Archer. Yeah, of course. Inactivity is a killer, bro. It's a killer. From what I heard Buddy McGirt say this week, that dude is either getting knocked out or getting a KO. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the only things I bet. Well, again, but Turbia's got to. If Smith is in survival mode, it'll be hard to survive, but it's possible. So there's a possibility of Beterbiev by decision, but I would say it's most likely Beterbiev by knockout. And then the second most likely thing is Callum by knockout, even though I got it like fucking 80-20 or something like that. Pizza boy, I'm good. What's good with you? Callum could box Beterbiev in centered ring, then he has a chance, but I don't see him capable of doing that. I hear you. Smash that like button.
I'm
Appreciate it,
back.
Red. All right. And Smith will have to land something game changing in the early rounds. Later it goes, the worse it looks for Smith. If he could snap a check hook on better coming in, that's the best bet. Big up gems. Yeah, that's pretty much what the film study
I
said.
agree.
Appreciate you. Gertz, say peace to the chat. Play it again. All right, in the second round KO. Archer left hook to the body, I think, would do the most damage if Smith shells up like Brown did against the ropes.
That's what I see happening too.
Yeah, very possible. I believe Anthony Yard is mentally stronger than Callum Smith, who does not like being pressed at all. He definitely folds up.
Yard is
Um,
mentally tougher.
yeah, Callum's excuse was that he fought Canelo with a torn bicep and was drained by weight reduction. I thought Canelo tore the bicep. It certainly didn't look like that before the fight.
It's for real.
Y'all went over the bet yet? Sorta. Quick fight under 4 to 5 rounds. Think how you won. I got anybody getting KO'd by Beterbiev for sure, bro. Think how you want.
With his
I mean,
superpowers, right?
I said it's 80-20 likely.
He's got that one
Um,
punch man.
Smith by stoppage in round 9. Okay, that'll win you a whole heap of money if it happens, bro. High guard versus control game. Facts. Power's crazy. Signals off. Yep. It's all good, Mike. Callan winning around 7 or 8. Crazy, I know. And it ain't crazy. It's just, you know, I think it's less likely. That's all. Did you hear about Baturge's atypical results? Ain't no way Arthur isn't stopping Smith. Well, I mean, he passed. I mean, that's all I really got to say about it. I don't know if you're asking if he's dirty or not. I don't know.
He passed. Shit.
Yeah. Smith could try to counter with the left hook and be the last to punch after Archer's combinations, but that's the only way I see Smith really catching Archer. I hear you. Jose, salute. I'm hoping Beterbiev gets through. Really need to see versus Bivol the 2024 huge fight. I don't know if it's a huge fight, but it's huge for us as hardcore boxing fans. I mean, not too many people. Well, shit, you wouldn't be here on a goddamn film study channel if you wasn't likely a hardcore boxing fan. So yeah, it's huge for us. You know what I'm saying? It definitely gonna be a big film study for me, but I don't know how huge of a fight it is. Um Also, damn, can we get off the testosterone nonsense? I turned 42 a few days ago, did my blood work, and I was on TRT around 39, only low doses though. Yeah, I hear you.
Nah, I mean it's. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say like these people keep throwing around that word atypical, and they don't. I don't think a lot of people know what that means. It just means maybe above normal levels, but you could have quote unquote atypical results just from being an exceptional exceptional genetic human being who also follows a diet, who also works out strictly. I'm not denying the fact he might be, but I'm just saying that just having atypical results is possible with the lifestyle and
Yeah.
the genetics that he has.
Yeah, everybody ain't the same. I mean, that's just the common known fact of it. Everybody ain't the same. I mean, whether he's dirty or not, I don't fucking know, but atypical don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
Mr. Aloha, I appreciate the super chat, bro. You the man, Gems. Now you got me thinking again. I'm always so wrong. Thanks for the classes. Now I don't want to bet. You talking about what? Oh, okay. Like I said, 80-20, knockout to knockout. Beterbiev. All
Yep.
right, man. You do what you want to do with your money, bro. What's your thoughts on Arthur atypical test? Yeah,
We
we
just
kind of
talked
covered
about it.
that. No, no,
Oh,
no.
hey,
This is from earlier.
it's from earlier, right? Gotcha.
It's from 4 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
He's naturally jacked, always has been, and on top of that, one of the greatest trainers in the sport. No wonder his T is higher than normal. Okay, I'm not gonna talk like I know him either. I got
Right.
60-40 Beterbiev. I'd have it wider, but Arthur is 38 years old. He's 38, not 39. Oh, is he 39 in a few days? Is his birthday in a few days?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Time to check.
And Callum has a big puncher's chance with that counter left hook.
I don't think he has as much of a puncher's chance as everybody's making it out to be. Go watch the fight with Joe Smith. Just watch how calculated Beterbiev is. This guy, he's not gonna just go in there recklessly. He's not gonna let Callum. He's gonna give him a few looks before he just lets him hit him with a counter hook. Is all I'm saying.
Bro, hey, Rudy G, if we find out Tony Weeks is refing the fight, then I got Beterbiev 1 through 4. I got Beterbiev 1 through 4 if Tony Weeks is refing. Um, Smith and 9. Shit, I might bet on the Packers
Okay.
then too. Oh, damn.
His birthday's January 21st, so yeah,
Oh, wow.
39,
Okay. 39 in a few days.
pretty much.
Uh, Ramsey and Scully are too good not to alert Arthur to Smith's left hook. Well, it's not only that, fam. They would have to train what he normally does out of him. You know what I'm saying? It's not just be aware of the left hook. It's bro, stop leaping in with a single jab. And that'd be a lot tougher than just telling a dude, watch out for the left. CMP was good. Atypical results is manufactured fight hype. Well, I know well what it is chalkboard material for Beterbiev because I guess Callum Smith tried to come out and say something. So it gave him some extra motivation. That should be interesting. So Beterbiev is not the type of dude that needs to be motivated or that's gonna get his game thrown off by being angry. The motherfucker fights violent, bro. Like you know, extreme physicality is part of his game. Aggressiveness is part of his game when that's the game plan. Of course, we seen him fight off the back foot a little bit versus Joe Smith. Um, but typically, nah, it's that motherfucker wants to be aggressive anyway. Bivol versus Beterbiev is my dream fight.
Me
Definitely
too.
one more for the fans. I don't see the build being crazy since both are respectful. Not a build. Ain't gonna be nothing. Dude, the fight is gonna be big to hardcore fans, bro. That's it. That's it, man. I mean, the main reason it wasn't happening is because of money. Nobody knew where to place the fight. Who's where is it gonna sell tickets at like that? Um, and plus, and Bivol thinks, he probably deserves a lot of money since he got the Canelo shit. So it was money that kept it from happening. But now, step in Saudis, and now you got money that don't make sense. 80-20, I don't know, bro. Archer is too good wide, and he's been out a while.
Hmm?
Arthur is too good wide. I don't know what you're saying. Big homie Tim Bradley was good, fam. Testosterone isn't dirty.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand the.
You weren't jumping over two cars and bending, or maybe he meant to say benching 450. I don't know what he's trying to. You got to make it more clear,
I
Billy.
don't. Yeah, bro. Look. If we're talking about uh, you know, HGH and PEDs and all that other shit, that's another channel, bro.
Right.
Here you're gonna learn about sweet science and technical ability and different boxing skills.
Atypical doesn't mean dirty, so it's nothing. There's nothing there. He didn't get caught doing any drugs. There's nothing to talk about. Period.
All right, I'll play it one more time. Uh, for the folks that missed it.
Refresh me on this one.
All right, this time I just let it play. Class in session. Archer Beterbiev versus Callum Smith, first Boxing Gems film study of 2024. Let's get into it. Archer displayed a clear tendency in the Anthony Yard fight. To initiate offense, he started throwing stab jabs with level changes. He would also turn the stab jab into a level change feint to step in range and throw power. He would vary from bobbing towards his lead leg or back leg depending on what hand he chose to initiate with, making guessing was coming more difficult. On the lead leg, he would vary an up jab with the lead hand hook. On the back leg, it was typically an overhand. If he decides to deploy the same tactic versus Callum Smith, this might be the single most important factor. Callum had some issues with the same tactic versus John Ryder. Smith's reactions to the level changes were important, although Ryder is a southpaw and Archer fights from the orthodox stance. His reaction was almost always no reaction, which take away his nearly 5-inch height and reach advantage and would allow for all of Archer's variations off the level change. If he moves his feet, he tended to move out in straight lines and end up on the ropes. The non reaction and the inability to get off the line of attack both saw Smith getting hit and losing exchanges. Not a good sign coming up against a champion power puncher with a 100% knockout ratio who utilizes the exact same tactics. However, if Team Smith thinks film study is as important as I do, the tactic was easily recognized and could be accounted for. The level change then attack has as many cons as it has pros, as the level change can also be Callum's tail that Arthur wants to attack. When Archer changes levels, Callum can be pre-warned to disengage or defend and counter. He could even attack or control the level change and possibly surprise Archer catching him before he starts. If it's a disengagement, given the distance off the level chains, Archer tends to forward step shuffle with the jab, which is what I call falling in. At the extension of the jab and mid shuffle, Archer is falling forward towards his opponents with his feet off the ground, which leaves him extremely vulnerable should a well timed punch anticipate the maneuver. For example, Callum has developed a powerful left hook that could be utilized in a scenario as at times Arthur tends to not hold the phone when he intends to throw the backhand after falling in. Hmm. Let me pause it. Let me pause it, Tim. My dog, what's up?
What's up, boy? Hey, man. Look where we at. Look where we at.
Hold on, where you at?
Man, this our production meeting right here, bro, for the fight.
Oh, that's what's up,
Check it.
bro. Oh,
Check it.
dope.
I'm bringing
There
I'm
go
bringing I'm bringing y'all in, y'all
yeah,
family. I'm bringing y'all in, man. That's what
the
we do.
production meeting for Beterbiev Smith right here.
Yup. Yup. Look at that. We got the big screen
Dope.
right there. Got food everywhere. This how we doing, man. That's what we do out
Nice,
here, man. See the
nice,
food up
man.
here. Little couscous. Yup.
Oh, they hooked y'all up.
Oh, they always hooking us up, man. But it's the family right here, man. We just chilling. Just got done with our meeting and stuff. Got the rundown and all that.
Yeah, you didn't meet with the fighters yet, or you did?
Yeah, we met with the fighters already, man.
Oh, okay, cool. What's your take on it?
Hold
I
on. Let
mean,
me show you the rundown. Hold on. Let me show you the rundown. It's the rundown. This is shit that we go through. You got to go through these little rundowns and talk. You know, this is what this how we set up the shows, man. It's crazy.
dope,
Yeah.
dope. Oh, so it's just
Anyways,
an outline of everything.
yeah, it's the outline and everything, like from the undercard and all that stuff. Like you know, when you talk, when you don't talk, what topic we're gonna talk about, so on and so forth.
Got you,
Yeah,
got
but man, we didn't get a chance to see Beterbiev at all. He didn't want to come into the meeting.
you. What?
Yeah, brother didn't want to come into the meeting, bro. He didn't want to face the storm, bro. You know what I'm saying? The allegations or whatever that's going his way. But I
Oh
mean,
wow.
I wouldn't have said anything about it, honestly. The fight is going on. One, two. Vada is the most strenuous testing testing company out there, bro. They don't play. If they were worried about something, bro, this fight would not be happening.
Yeah,
Uh,
I hear you.
Margaret Goodman does not play, dog. She don't play. Just
Mm,
letting y'all know that professional woman. She don't let nothing slide. You can't. There's no okey doke with her. You can't buy her. You know what I mean? She's by the sport, so she's by the book. So there was nothing wrong
okay.
at the end of the day. But I saw Smith. They seem to believe they gonna fight fire with fire, bro. So they
Ooh,
believe the game plan is going to be um, to attack. They're gonna attack.
they're
They're
gonna
gonna
come forward to do it.
they're gonna come forward. They're not.
Mm,
They're gonna stay to who they are. They're gonna come forward, but of course they're gonna try to keep their distance. They're gonna basically take advantage of all the mistakes that Beterbiev makes, and he does make mistakes, bro. He does.
sure.
Trying to get inside, he's short. He does make a ton of mistakes, bro. He be reaching like a motherfucker off balance. He be jumping in the air trying to land jabs and shit. Like he does make a ton
Hey,
of mistakes, bro.
you already know it was all on the film study.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
facts, facts. But Smith make mistakes too.
yeah, for sure, bro. And coming forward to Beterbiev instead of just being on a back foot, allowing Beterbiev to make those mistakes, that's gonna be a tough deal, bro.
Uh,
Now
I
look, if he can control distance while coming forward, which a lot of fighters can do, I've never seen Callum Smith do it. But if he can control distance while coming forward, then he could still allow those lunges and shit that Beterbiev gets into. But if he's not great at doing that, he gonna be in trouble, fam.
yeah. Oh, and I just found out the ring is 18 by 18.
Oh no, bro. This all right, but hey, chat,
Just letting y'all
Beterbiev by
know.
knockout 1 through 6.
I'm just letting y'all know the ring is 18 by 18. Just letting y'all know right now, man. So it's a small ring. Um, again, you got Smith that's been out of the ring for 17 months, bro.
Bro, Beterbiev by knockout 1 through 6, man.
Hey, Spence was out of the ring for 15 months when he fought Crawford. This dude been out of the ring for 17 months, bro.
They
And in
should have stopped
between,
the Spence fight in 7.
exactly. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think that Smith has a puncher's chance. That's it. He has a puncher's chance. If he
For
lands, he
sure.
got to land in the first 3 or 4 rounds. Anything after that, uh, he gonna be on fire, bro. Beterbiev is gonna put that pressure on him. He's gonna break him down. He's gonna get inside. I noticed during just watching film, bro, that it's not like hard to get in the inside with fucking Smith, bro. It's not hard.
Not
It
at
really
all.
isn't. He doesn't really have a consistent like strong jab. Like he doesn't, bro. I was watching
Nope.
Canelo fight him. Other guys fight him. He uses it almost like as a probe or a bait to try to be able to get you, draw you in, and then be able to counter. And he stands his ground. His feet are not that great either. He doesn't really use his feet all too often. And then he languishes all the time along the ropes, bro. Huge problem there too. So it's a smaller ring. He's gonna get pushed back into the ropes, and it's gonna be fucking target practice after that. So,
Agreed.
anyways, I just want to say what's up, bro. I just want to bring you onto my world, bro.
Hey,
I'm gonna
much love, bro.
I'm gonna let you get back to doing what you do.
Yes,
What up?
sir.
Hey, tell the fans out there what up, man.
Oh,
All your fans, what's happening, man?
they all
Anyway,
see you, they all hear you, bro.
y'all be easy, man.
Much
All
I'll
love,
right,
be
fam.
fam.
listening. I'll be listening, bro.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
Yeah, well, that was dope.
Man, they eating
Uh,
good over there, man.
yeah, they are.
I'm jealous, bro. All I was thinking when he was showing
Yeah.
us all the little different plates, I was like, man,
What happened to oh, I gotta take it out solo mode. That's what it is. Yeah, what a treat, man. What a treat.
I'm glad they're
La
getting treated
Jessica,
right.
La Jessica, I see you was good. All right, let's finish. Or the reverse shuffle backhand that
What?
Castillo fell victim to. Let's finish with the knowledge, with the new knowledge. So again, landing these left hooks, he was on the back foot, right? And they were both counters, right? So uh it's pot all right here. Tends to not hold the phone. As at times Arthur tends to not hold the phone when he intends to throw the backhand after falling in. The problem is, fam, if you're gonna come forward on Arthur and try to control distance coming forward, you definitely gonna need that jab. And what's to stop Arthur from just making it an inside fight? Like Arthur could force you backwards. You know what I'm saying? Because if your goal is still to control distance coming forward, and the man in front of you ain't cooperating, all that's gonna happen is you're gonna collide. It's gonna become an inside fight, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, Archer's biggest mistakes is how he closes distance. If you're the one closing distance, shit, Archer could fucking counterpunch, and Archer can counterpunch. I mean, I'll show y'all. In fact, you know what? Let me just show it now.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
Looks like that 18 by 18 got everybody hyped up in the chat.
Yeah, I see.
It's gonna be a fast stoppage.
Let me get to this part real quick. All right, check this out. These varying slip count when the back foot lands. Countering the repetitive setup would likely be these varying slip counters from Beterbiev. Beterbiev throws both outside or inside slip uppercuts and is very nice at inside slip overhands to take advantage of lazy or mid-range jabs. All right, so here I get to talking about the same thing. Let's see. Is there something else?
Dorian, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that.
What'd he say?
He said, "You remember how when Kunta got whipped?
Oh shit!
Yeah, he going there like."
All right, check it out. If Joe leaves his head on the center line after a punch, Beterbiev has short and quick counter punches in his arsenal. The power he musters up in these shots is remarkable because a lot of them are arm punches that aren't loaded with his legs. Like that. That wasn't even rotated. That. Look at this shit, bro. That shit wasn't loaded at all.
Mm-hmm. Short punches. God damn. Yeah, he just crumbled.
Bruh, and it was a swivel jab.
Crumbled. Go back one more time. One more time. You said
Punches
it was
that
a swivel
aren't
jab? I
loaded
thought it
with
was
his
the right
legs.
hand.
No, not this one. The next one.
Oh.
Well, no, yeah, this is the left hand. Dang.
Oh, it was the left hook. Yeah. I thought it was that little
Nuts,
right
bro.
hand. Yeah.
That's what Tim was talking about with the balance. Beterbiev is a powerful and extremely aggressive fighter, and he's been that way his entire pro career. Sometimes uncontrolled aggression works against him in that he breaks good technical form and becomes off balance and much more susceptible to being hit or even being knocked down. But he don't do that so much no more, man. It's more of that shuffle than anything else. This was a film study for Joe Smith.
Hmm. And he didn't do none of that against Joe Smith. Yeah.
But again, to the guy that was here earlier,
Who's
um,
that dropped him right there?
I forgot his name. It was earlier in his career.
Yeah, he
You
doesn't
see him.
do that
I
no
mean, you
more.
see him squared. You see him squared up, super squared up, taking his lead foot backwards, off balance.
Yeah, I haven't seen him do that in his recent fights.
Both.
I think he's worked a lot on his balance.
This was all his probe and shit. All right, I'll go back to the other one.
I watched all three of his last fights live. Joe Smith, Anthony Yard, and Marcus Brown. He wasn't doing none of that.
Right. I'm just trying to that game plan, man. We're gonna come forward and take advantage of Archer's mistakes.
Yeah, good luck. You playing right into unless they're playing mind games,
All right,
which is
so
you know.
here we could show. I'll show a little bit of the Joe Smith joint to the analysis. Um, listen to that.
Huh?
You know what it is. Hold on.
Film doesn't lie. There you go. Oxygen. Jab here, closing seconds. Oh!
Hold on. There we go. One more again.
There it is. Film doesn't lie. There you go. Oxygen. Jab here, closing seconds. Oh! Off balance.
So show this real quick because obviously, again, if the game plan is to come forward, like say, okay, if Smith's game plan is to come forward, then I say Arthur does fight off the back foot. I mean, this is what he looks like fighting off the back foot.
And scores the knockdown, does Beterbiev. He caught Smith coming in. 7, 8. Class is in session, people. Big exchange. Oh! He gets him again. Punching machine. He's heavy-handed. The timing right there. Joe Smith Jr. from the wrong position, throwing the right hand, dropping the lead hand as he's coming in. Same knockdown here. Timed it perfectly, right on the temple, which took the legs of Joe Smith Jr. There it is. Film doesn't lie. There you go. Oxygen.
All right, I don't got to get into all that. All right, back to this shit. What you think, bro? I don't see how the plan of coming forward is survivable. I don't remember Callum Smith. When is the last time Callum Smith deployed the come forward game plan?
I've never seen him fight the Canelo fights, the what's his name, John Ryder, and the Castillo. So I don't know necessarily, but every time I have seen him fight, I have seen him, mostly just counterpunching off his back foot, side to side, on the ropes.
Yeah.
like if he was just to try to move forward on Beterbiev, we know what's gonna happen. Like he doesn't have a control game. This dude, he just defaults to a high guard, and even Canelo took advantage of that, which I don't want to even like go too deep into comparing the fights, but what like if he walks forward, that's my answer. That's literally what he's gonna do. Walk into like default to a high guard and try to counterpunch, try to catch him, coming in wide. But what's Beterbiev gonna do if he comes in with a high guard? He's gonna destroy that shit. So he's better off trying to set some traps, trying to counterpunch him. But if Buddy McGirt wants to, try to bully the bully, then so be it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Again, he'd have to be very careful, not to make it easy on Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying? Because why would I have to lunge? Why would I have to forward shuffle if you're coming to me? If it's front foot pressure coming to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're playing right into his hands. He's better at
Uh,
close quarters.
Volunteers, you could turn off the camera. I'll let you on.
He knows he could pick him apart at close range. So I understand. Look, the it's one of Emmanuel Stewart's like old school methods of like I'll use Tommy Hearns versus Duran as an example. He told him, don't try too hard to like, you don't have to box him. You're bigger than him. You're stronger than him. If you use your physicality, you can knock him out. Same. He said the same thing to Lennox Lewis when he fought Mike Tyson. He told him, don't worry about this guy, getting in. He's not going to bully you. You're bigger than him. So a lot of coaches try to take that same approach where they have maybe a bigger, because Callum Smith is maybe like 2 inches taller than Beterbiev. Maybe he has a little bit of size pause, what I mean, on him that he thinks he can use to bully him. So his trainer thinks, you're bigger than him, then use that. That's what I'm thinking. Aside from skill, he doesn't have the skill to pick him apart.
Yeah, yeah. He came forward against George Groves and was still able to effectively counter and manage range, but obviously Beterbiev more aggressive than Groves. Um,
Yeah,
and
I don't really watch.
he wasn't under Buddy McGirt against Groves either, right?
I don't know.
I
Again, I
think
don't really,
McGirt is recent.
this is a fighter I don't really watch much. Like I've seen like less than like a handful of his fights. But the film don't lie. Again,
Yeah.
I think I've seen enough
Again,
to, yeah.
just because I think it's the only other possible outcome and the only way Callum Smith is gonna win. I shit, I might throw, you know, something very, very slight on Callum Smith by KO.
He needs to use his range. That's what he needs to use. Like if you really, but we've never seen him do that. At least I haven't seen him use an educated jab to control distance, and you know what I mean, effectively. Again, I don't watch much of him, but
All right,
you
and
gotta you gotta
listen
fight
to this,
really
bro.
disciplined. Hmm.
Listen to this, bro. Here's the problem with the George Groves fight. Before the stoppage, the scorecards were even 57-57, Callum Smith down 55-59, and Callum Smith up 59-55. So something wasn't effective. I mean,
I think Tim even said it. Like he doesn't really have a jab. He kind of just uses it as like a probe, or he has like he uses it as a paw, more of a pawing jab, which is fine. But you gotta know how to switch it up. And you know me. I'm Mister. If you're fighting a pressure fighter, you need a solid jab. Period.
doesn't matter what Smith's game plan is, he's getting stopped. Beterbiev chews steel and spits out bullets.
The
AJ, like
sensationalism.
Canelo said, how has McGirt improved Kovalev's skills? I don't know. When I don't even know when the transit is. Kovalev still boxing?
I remember when Shakur told Buddy McGirt, he said, "You a shitty trainer."
I recovered from the Regis washout, so I'm putting 725 on Callum. Well, that's a huge payday if it works out for you.
Damn, you bet on Regis.
Yes. I mean, you're supposed to at least hedge that joint.
I mean, that was okay. Whatever. I ain't mad at him.
Smith isn't a round winner though. He's trying to set up big counters and hurt Groves several times. Right. So you're not a round winner trying to set up big counters against a guy that think about that when it comes to Beterbiev though. I mean, think about it. I mean, what's Beterbiev's style? Is he going to sit around and wait for big counters, or is it going to be big shots in volume? Uh, every image I see of Callum Smith, even in the promo, is in a high card.
I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Don't lose your money, B. Kovalev is fighting on the card, I think. Is he? Let me see. Oh, fuck. Won't be surprised if Smith beats Beterbiev. Ain't nothing gonna surprise me.
I'll be surprised if he outboxes him
I'll
12
be
rounds.
surprised if he wins the decision.
That's what
Yeah,
exactly.
for
That's
sure.
what I just because that was what I was trying to get to earlier. Is like you don't have that boxing discipline for 12 rounds. Like,
No,
I've never seen that.
yeah, Callum Smith is good, but I mean the last two guys he fought at 175, neither one of them had this style. And the
Hmm.
last time we seen him against
Right.
this style are the Riders and Canelos.
Hmm.
So I mean, I got to go off that, man. I got to go off the film, bro. I can't go off some notion that he's improved somehow against fighters that's not the same styles and skill sets. So that that normally doesn't work out. I bet on Regis because Tim said Regis was looking good in camp. That's not.
Don't never bet on anything.
Give you
Invest
some.
in anything
I,
because of another person's
I
words.
give you some inside info. Tim gave them a blueprint that they didn't follow. That's why that's why Tim had Regis. And Billy is fighting. Let's see. Let me look at the card. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know I didn't see Kovalev on here, man. The card is
ain't no Kovalev.
and Billy versus Murdoch, Maloney versus Sanchez,
Yeah, it's a pretty weak card.
Katayev versus Gomez Jr., and the rest of this shit don't matter.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna recognize the rest of the names anyway.
Mostly, we just want to watch this fight.
Get Tim back on the call, damn it. Well, obviously he's at work, eating good.
Shit, you gonna want to lose your money again? No offense to Tim, but I'm just saying, like, don't listen to other people, man. Come up with your own hypothesis.
We seen him fold, crossed up, legs spread, pause, barely punching against Canelo. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Hometown, no chance. Well, I mean, I guess Canada embraced him like that.
I don't.
I don't get how a motherfucker that's around 6'4" at 175 don't get out of a constant high guard. Again, that's an issue.
It's I mean, that's typical. That's typical. If you have long arms, you could just cover up like a lot of space with just the high guard. And
Well, no,
also,
just
you have
saying.
long arms, so it's harder to fight on the inside with long arms. So
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
that's
But
typical.
it's not typical for somebody with his physical attributes, pause, that that can't control distance. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be a day, a time where you used your physical attributes, pause, to your advantage. So I don't
You mean as far as just being physical?
no, as far as using your length and your height,
Oh,
not giving it up by staying in a high guard and stationary.
that's that.
So,
That's my point about him giving up height. So as far as that, but no, that is actually typical though. Like we're just to answer him, like he's saying he doesn't understand. Like, and that's what I've noticed more is that most tall guys rely on just the fucking
just Just answered that.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, he's still fighting on some undercard in the future. So he got Buddy McGirt now. Got rid of Jackson.
I think a better thing for him to say would have been, being 6'4" and giving up, like you said, giving up his reach and height, because this is his biggest issue.
No doubt about it, fam. Where's my cut? Where's my cut, buddy? Uh, Smith would be a better fighter if they shrunk him. Uh,
Why you say it? I don't get it. I don't know what he means.
you, the guy, knocked Adonis Stevenson. Beterbiev knocked him easy. Jose Jose Barrera is up to the point. Okay.
Who knocked out what? All right, I don't know. Wow.
I'm the idiot who said James Parker versus Wilder 30-70 was too lenient on Parker. He said, and I quote, that I was being ridiculous. Sorry, bro, you were right. Well, bro, everybody had to keep in mind that Wilder can't box, bro. Wilder can't box. His big chance is always a puncher's chance, fam. I mean, it's just with Wilder, you got to consider that huge. You know what I mean? But not when he's fucking fighting with lateral movement, which nobody knew he was gonna do the whole fight. But yeah, man, y'all got to get past this pause thing. But salute, I got Beterbiev in 9, man. Stop hating on our game, bruh. Shit, we like the goddamn pause game. We like the pause game. Shit. Can Smith be successful smothering Beterbiev's inside offense with staying in his face and waiting for a big mistake to capitalize on?
Probably not.
If that's his regular game, like, bro, when have you seen him do it?
If that's what they're trying to
there's
do,
plenty of ways to be successful against Beterbiev. I mean, I could come up with a game plan and a strategy, but has the fighter done it? Can the fighter do it? I mean, fighters just can't do everything out here. What you see is what you get. Who you got for Beterbiev? I don't even understand what.
man, we've been talking about this all night. If you don't understand by now,
I don't understand what he's saying. Right. Pause as I tell him, Cheyenne. Yeah, I know Jim's a 10th degree black belt in the pause game. He ain't stopping shit.
10th degree black belt. God
10th
damn.
degree.
Shit. It's one of them type of martial arts, huh?
All right. You know what? I was supposed to finish this, right? Does anybody remember the first half?
I do.
All right, let's get it. Or the reverse shuffle backhand that Castillo fell victim to after he attempted to change levels and come forward. If Team Smith doesn't account for the likely level changes and pre-slips, it's likely that Smith repeats his same patterns and ends up in an active high guard or backing out in straight lines and ending up on the ropes. With advantageous ring positioning with opponents against the ropes, Archer is highly skilled as he tends to throw smart combinations with probes and feints to open up, then operate on targets that the guard has abandoned. If distance is closed in general and the fight becomes a mid range to inside fight, Callum will be battling one of the strongest, if not the strongest, pound for pound fighter in boxing. Archer doesn't need to load punches from the ground. Arm punches and the rotational punches alone have been enough to knock out opponents. He's also very familiar with extremely physical controls that transition easily from offense to defense. These equal positioning exchanges or 50-50s are probably closer to 80-20s in Archer's favor.
I love that uppercut combo. That's why he stops guys. That control game. Yeah, good luck, Callum Smith.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Callum Smith is an underdog for a good reason. Callum hasn't done well to control distance in his past fights. Smaller statured men have routinely been able to get in their desired range. I didn't even display Callum's tendency to close the distance with combinations and straight lines versus Archer's ability to use the same pre-slips and level chains to counter because in this
Yeah.
case, this is a
Hold on.
naturally bigger and most likely much stronger man he's facing in his third fight, moving up from super middleweight to light heavyweight. See, so that's exactly what I imagine. Like, how else are you going to be aggressive on the front foot? I mean, it's either gonna be front foot pressure, and you're controlling with a great lead hand, which he don't have. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna be Caleb Smith's normal coming forward in straight lines, uh, trying to be aggressive, and Beterbiev actually slip countering,
Mm-hmm.
which could end the fight. So look, what was you about to say, Body Shot?
Um, I was saying I'm definitely betting on the under. Just
Yeah, I'm about to show you some shit in a second. Let me let this finish. That game plan for Callum doesn't seem likely to work. Those two other light heavyweights were fringe contenders, so this is a massive step up facing a three-belt champion in Artur Beterbiev. But as I said, with proper film study and preparation, Team Smith may have a chance to land something significant. The most likely outcome, in my opinion, is Beterbiev by knockout. The X factor is game planning through film study. Hedging that bet will be putting a lot of faith in Team Smith, or faith that Father Time has caught up to the 38-year-old Beterbiev. But remember, power is the last thing to go. Peace. All right, let me show you something. So, go up. All right, share this tab. All right, you see this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so under 5.5, which means the middle of round 6.
Mm-hmm.
The middle of round 6 is plus 330. Then you got Arthur 1 through 6 plus 350. Yeah, I'd rather do the over under at plus
Yeah.
330. Then uh Smith by KO was plus 500. So fuck it. I rather do that under 5.5 and hedge it with Smith by KO.
That's
That's
what I was just gonna
uh,
say. I
yeah.
don't see him making it out of 6 at this point. And that just remind me right there how much Beterbiev doesn't care about, how quote unquote mentally tough you are, how strong you are. You're not on his level. He's gonna pick you apart. He's gonna get you out of there. And yeah,
Why wouldn't you do 1 through 6 Arthur? Because I got a chance to dub. So if I do the under 5.5, that could be either one of them, and that's plus 330. Uh, if I do 1 through 6 Arthur, that's only plus 350, and it's only Arthur. So I mean, even if all right, so say I do 1 through 6 Arthur, and it's a Callum Smith knockout somehow in 5. I lose that Arthur money. I win the Callum Smith money, but if I do the under the 5.5, I win both.
oh, that guy's talking about Vosdick. What about that? What about that swish?
Smith is almost 400, so I'd rather take that. Um, yeah, Smith. You talking about this plus 325? I don't know what betting sites you rock with, but plus 320, bro. I just don't see a Smith decision, man. I don't see I don't see it being possible. I mean, it's possible, but I don't, bro. I think the probability of that is super low. So I might as well go straight for the knockout.
Yeah, I mean he ain't even as skilled as Beterbiev. How's he gonna outbox him?
But damn, Smith decision plus 1,000. Obviously, odds makers don't believe the same thing. They believe he has a much better chance at knockout than he has a decision. And I mean, look at Beterbiev minus 200 for the knockout, plus 500 for the decision. So yeah, yep. I think I'm gonna do this. Smith by knockout and the under.
Mm-hmm.
Beterbiev by knockout minus 200. Eh, fuck, man. I don't know. I'm undecided.
Man, I'd say,
Undecided.
I mean, if you want to play it safe, you could bet under 8, but like the question is, how the hell does Callum Smith make it out of round, 7?
Under 8.
That's what I would
Yeah, yeah.
personally
Might as well extend it. What was it again?
see. I don't remember.
7.5 is plus 150. Under 8.5 is even.
Mm.
You might be right. I might do that, but I don't know. Y'all got the gist of the bet.
Those are the two most possible scenarios. If I mean, there's going to be a lot of gamblers. You guys betting on Callum Smith to shock the world, but guys, just remember, film don't lie.
Yeah. Predictions for Beterbiev versus Bavov. Um, it's a pretty even fight.
That's the fight that we want to see.
Before I slightly edged, well, first of all, we got to see how Beterbiev looks. Did Father Time catch up?
Shit. It hasn't caught up as of yet, and this motherfucker got atypical results. Don't look like it.
Right, and and he's got to win. So
He's got people thinking he's on juice. You know what I mean? That's shit.
right.
So I mean, hey, that just says it all, and we
Uh,
have yet to see him, take a step back. So
yeah, that does sound good, M Stacks, for sure.
yeah, but yeah, probably that's probably the
Yeah,
best.
that
I'd
probably
agree
won't
with him.
go.
7.5, right? 'Cause he probably can get him out of there. I mean, as tough as he was against Canelo, Canelo is not Beterbiev.
No.
Not at all. But yeah,
But anywho, I think we're gonna call this one a wrap, man.
yeah, I think that's about it. That we pretty much went over everything.
You got the film study, you got exclusive access in the goddamn fighter meeting room.
That was
Shout
lit.
out, shout out my homie Tim Bradley. Great surprise. Yeah, you got our opinions on and our bets, which is just our opinion and just our bets. How we gonna do what we gonna do with our money. You do whatever you want with your money.
Hedging Callum Smith by knockout is definitely the way to go. But
For
personally,
you, for you, body
no,
shot.
not even for me. Not even for me. No, I think that's no, not. What I was gonna say,
Be
like I was
careful to give people betting advice, fam.
I was literally about to say that for me personally, I would just bet on all my money on Beterbiev by knockout. I wouldn't even bet. But the best way to go about it, anything, is to hedge it. And if you're gonna hedge it, like I said, good luck winning a decision against Beterbiev. His only chance is probably that knockout. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yep.
All right, y'all. I'm out this bitch.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.